I don't actually know any genuine con men. I think they go to great lengths to disassociate themselves with magicians or entertainers.
Well, they don't need magic tricks. The most fascinating thing about con men is they actually don't steal anything. People give them stuff of their own free will and greed, and because they think they're getting a better deal.
Well, they say the greatest cons are in the blow-off is where you get away with it and people are so embarrassed that they got fleeced that sometimes they don't even report or even tell their partners that the life savings are gone because they're too embarrassed to say that I fell for something so stupid.
It's the perfect crime.
Yeah.
New York City is home to some of the world's greatest hustlers and swindlers. So I met up with Meir Yedid from New Jersey, a magician and gambling expert who knew a thing or two about a thing or two.
Can you show us some of the holdouts that you have, just because I think they're quite fascinating?
And each one is a little bit different, but a lot of them work the same way. There's stories of gamblers being found in the bottom of the river with this attached to their arm. So the strap here, you inhale. When you exhale, these things come out and deliver the card into your hand. So what happens is this is here. When you exhale, this thing shoots out with a card.
Yep.
And then you just switch them. And there are a couple of players who have mastered this, and it takes a lot of choreography, and it has to be made into part of your natural demeanor. There's no factory making these. So every little gear was handmade. So right now there's a green die inside, hidden away. And you toss the red one in, and then when you toss it out, it's green.
So what happens inside?
Okay, so let me show you. You see the green one?
Yep.
By twisting it, it takes the green one away and switches it for the red.
It's like no one is safe.
So this is a standard-looking shoe, but it's called a prism shoe. It's a second-dealing prism shoe.
Yep.
What happens is the index finger pushes the card up into the prism. So I don't know if you can see the four of hearts there. So obviously you don't want the four of hearts, so you keep dealing these cards out. And I noticed that there's an ace coming up. We get to James's hand. What I'm going to do is push the card out and give him a blackjack.
Oh my God, I have blackjack. I did not know that was going to happen. So you also need to be a good actor, because if I gave that performance...
Now this is another cheater way. This is bigger than you need, really.
Sure.
But there's a mirror, and a lot of times there were coins.
Yeah.
And basically, as you deal the cards, you could see the cards as they're coming out in your hand. There's an old Western story of a guy who comes into a bar with a big knife, and he slams it on the table. He says, "Now, if anybody's gonna cheat here, I'm gonna kill you."
And he would look at the knife.
Yeah, and the knife was like, well, it's a shiner, so he would see the cards as they were being tossed over the knife. So I started collecting official police signs, anti-cheating. So this was the police department's great idea in New York in the 80s. They gave it to each department store on Broadway, Times Square area. Where
it was pretty shady back in the day.
Oh yeah, almost every street corner had a three-card Monte team going, and that's what they were.
And the three-card money is the game with either two jokers and a queen, like follow the lady.
Yeah.
Get wise. Sidewalk card games are frauds. You can't win.
You can't beat any of them, because even if they let you win, they're going to follow you down the street and mug you. Yeah.
Meir's stories got me thinking. Could I be hustled? That's the genius thing about these cons. No one thinks they can be beat. What about you? Want to find out?
I guess that's the difference, is these card sharks and magicians are doing similar things, but with the magicians, it's like, hey, look at this. Yeah. Whereas with them, it's like, oh, if people knew I was doing this, I'd get taken out the back and beaten up.
Their cons work. I mean, there are people who are so amazing at cards that they would make me and you look like we've never handled a deck of cards before, with the ease that they're able to do whatever they want to it. If they want to make four aces appear at the bottom or the top of the deck, if they want to switch out a deck of cards. I mean, you hear, stories and myths about these people that can change your deck right in front of your eyes, but you can never see. When are you ever going to see it?
There's a guy I've known for a really, really long time. He's probably one of the best sleight of hand guys for gambling. So he gets hired out into games to win money.
So does that mean like someone that knows they've got some big people coming in with lots of cash, they'll say, who can we get to take their money? And then this guy gets a call.
Yeah, him and his crew, or just him, or whatever, and they go in and, they take the take.
And when you say they take it, they don't literally steal it.
No. They play cards or whatever the game is, and they have an edge, and over several hours, that edge keeps multiplying.
And what's this guy's edge?
Put samarium cobalt inside, which is for magnet. Then you cover this back up with the same kind of paint.
He's a really good technician.
They can crack it open and do everything. That's the strongest cheat move in dice.
I don't know if he wants to be interviewed, but I could give him a call. His name is Doc.
I would love to meet
And
him.
I'll explain the whole situation, and maybe you guys can work something out with him.
I would love to just see
But
it.
I'd
just to
rather
see it.
him talk about it than me.
Yeah, sure.
Because I don't know what
Sure.
what I should say.
For obvious reasons, this is the first time Doc has ever appeared on camera.
And it's fine if I call you Doc? Yeah. Firstly, thanks for taking the time.
Thank you for coming.
You're not an easy person to find, and I think that's by choice. How does someone like you get started?
Well, this was my get-rich-quick scheme. I thought after I sit at the table and play, I think I would win a whole bunch of money and be happy. Time had passed, and I found out that money don't bring happiness. See what I'm trying to say? But this was my get-rich-quick scheme without selling drugs or doing anything illegal. If you do get caught gambling, it's a misdemeanor.
People aren't going to the police and go, hey, this guy cheated me.
Well, how can you prove that I cheated you?
That's what I'm saying.
First of all, you have to know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
If you don't know what you're looking for, why did you keep on playing with me?
Well, you were nice.
Well, and you lost.
Yeah.
And the only reason you lost and you got into this game because you was greedy. You wanted extra money.
Oh.
So now you stepped on my turf. If I don't cheat, I don't eat.
So magicians aren't allowed to share their secrets. It seems like hustlers aren't allowed to share theirs either.
Well, in our game, we say fair exchange is not a robbery. If you can teach me something, I'll teach you something.
Sure.
The cold decking is $1 million move. When I say it's $1 million move, I mean if I sit in front of a millionaire, I'm getting up $1 million. I'm not guessing I'm going to win. I know I'm going to win. Let me tell you why. Because the deck is set up in the bathroom to give me the winning hand. I'm not guessing I'm going to win. I know I'm going to win.
If you were going to switch in a deck that is ready to be, to make you win, you don't want to be the person dealing.
I don't want to deal. You switch the deck in on a sucker.
So I'm going to play the sucker.
You're going to be the sucker, and you're going to deal out the cards.
Okay, let's shuffle these up. So this is how they would shuffle in America. Seems like to be the most common shuffle, the riffle shuffle.
Correct.
In Australia, the overhand shuffle is a very common one. In Asia, it seems like this one is like a pretty common shuffle. I'm pretty happy with this, and if I was the dealer and you were to cut, I'd feel like there's no way that anything's going to happen badly.
Oh, you go this way. And...
So now if I was to deal these out, you're telling me this has been switched?
Yes. All the top cards is red, all the bottom cards is black. You can spread it on the table, everybody see first if you like.
Unbelievable.
Okay, so we in the game. We go here, bring this card right here. Okay. Now watch this. You shuffled that pretty good, am I correct?
Yeah, it's pretty great.
I don't think so, because all the blacks is in one spot, and all the reds is in one spot, another
really
spot.
good.
And what I would like them to do is come over here, come by me.
Sure.
There's no cards on me at all.
Doc's moves were so good, our cameras couldn't even pick it up. So I asked him to switch between two different colored decks so we could actually see when he was cheating.
Sure.
The guy goes over here, he said, let me get the cards.
It didn't help.
Oh my God, that's so good. And it doesn't matter how people are shuffling. If they're shuffling like this or they're shuffling the other way, it doesn't matter.
No,
Yeah, sure.
no, let's keep the cards in the game. Sir,
I don't even
go
know.
on the deal. Okay, you can shuffle and pass it to me.
Sure. This is how people would shuffle.
And sometimes people cut the cards on the table and you straighten up and say, go ahead, sir, deal.
Oh, it's so good.
In 1989, I knew 89 moves.
But it seems like you only need one or two or three, but really only one great move, and you can make as much as you ever need.
Every different game is different. What if you play blackjack? So say a guy got a card like this, right? And he goes over, he looks at his card, he brings his hand back like this.
Amazing.
Or he could go back with his regular hand, he could go over here.
It's so clean.
He got nothing. Comes back over this way, he set his cards again, now he got blackjack. The reason why the casino don't let you touch the cards is because of people like me. If you could sit in the mirror from 9 different positions, actually 10, and don't catch yourself, nobody else can catch you.
Do you practice in front of a mirror?
Yes. You let me see the mirror that I practice in front of?
Yeah.
I have Frank Garcia's mirror. He had a three-way mirror. But one day, I was practicing in my mirrors, and I did a move so good. I went back to this card game, and I was playing blackjack. And I was peeking the card. Guess what? This guy with a gun on his side said, "Hey, what you doing?" I realized that he saw me peeking the card. So I said, "Man, I know, listen, I know I owe you money. I'm gonna pay you. Matter of fact, here's $300 now." And after I beat the guys out the rest of the money, I said, "Here's the other $200. So you happy now?" He said, "Yeah." He shut up. What happened is I perfected all the moves in a three-way mirror, but my edges was messed up. And this is why I got a five-way mirror now. So from this position right here, I see myself from here. This shows this mirror from over here. So from this five-way mirror, I see 9 different positions. The 10th position is where I'm looking from. Keep throwing in your hand, and when you get ready to cut, if they go for it, you win. And guess what? You got an application on your iPhone. It's called Fake Call. You hit it, and when you hit Fake Call, within a minute or two, a call on the phone says, it starts ringing. Your wife's picture or your mother's picture come up on the phone. "Hey, Mom, oh, you at the airport? Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Mom, I'll be right there. I'm sorry, Mom, I'll be right there." You leave the game. If anybody, you may leave some money at the table, listen, I'll be back. If you're not coming back, leave some money, wait for the suckers. Excuse me, you want something to eat? You want something to eat? You want something to drink? You treat everybody in the house. It's called Robin Hood cheat. When you come back to that game next time, you know what that person's gonna do who's broke again? That person's gonna say, "You know what they said about you when you left? They thought that you was cheating. They're gonna wait for you next time." You know what you do? You don't play there no more. But you really left. But you know why you left? Because even though you sticking up without a gun, there's guys out there that stick up with guns. And they will be waiting for you, but outside. And when they wait for you outside to come out there with that money, they're gonna stick you up. So you beat them fast and you leave fast, because suckers do it all the time.
Doc, I think my phone's calling. I think my mum is at the airport, so I think I have to go.
My mom is there too. Can I go with you?
Doc, thanks so much for your time.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, most
It's an honor to
appreciated.
meet you.